Hi, welcome to Lost in Biden's America. This is the journal of a digital nomad traveling through America in the year 2021. I wanted to give a quick update for those of you who are not familiar. You can subscribe to my content through lostinbidensamerica.substack.com. You can subscribe to the newsletter there. I also have this here YouTube channel. For the most part, it's a way to keep in touch with friends and family and to let them know what I'm doing and to share pictures and videos of the strange places that I'm visiting, traveling through, seeking out. And I wanted to give a quick update here. If you've been following along, you've probably figured out that the Pacific Coast was not really doing it for me. It was crowded and difficult to find spots for the van. And though the weather was nice, I just didn't really feel at home. So I thought I'd start traveling back east. And I lucked out on VRBO and I got a great deal on a condo in Reno for a week. So I'm headed to Reno. I'm really looking forward to it. I have a lot of things that I want to do. Oh, the flies here, the flies. I have a lot of things that I want to do that I need to be out of the van for. So there are some renovations and I want to do a deep clean on the van. It's getting dusty and dirty and grimy inside and I want to pull everything out, do a deep clean, put everything back in, do a little reorganizing, drill some more holes in the van, keep the fingers crossed. But from Eureka, California to Reno is a 7-hour drive. So today I drove 3.5 hours and it became increasingly smoky as I approached the big fire. Apparently my path is going to circumnavigate the largest of the forest fires happening in Northern California right now. So a little nervous. I mean, the roads are many miles away from the fire. It shouldn't be too dangerous, and I'm sure they'll close the roads. I'm not going to get caught in a firestorm, which is good. But it did get increasingly smoky as I traveled today. And if I spin around, you can see that this campsite is just locked in. You can see the first set of trees, and then after that, it's all just smoke. There's a little bit of hillside over there. The sun is right behind my head here. Oh, you can almost see it. It's right there behind that tree. That's the sun. It looks like that because of the smoke. It's bonkers. It's really bonkers. So I'm a little nervous about driving tomorrow, but I am excited to get to Reno. Apparently the whole city is encased in this same smoke. Hopefully there will be at least one nice day while I'm there so that I can work on the van in relative peace and so that I can clean the smoke smell out of the van. Here's to hoping. So I just wanted to share with you this little adventure, this hillside. I don't know if you can see it. That hillside is encased in smoke. So I'm safe. I'm here in California. Soon I'm going to be in Nevada. And I'll talk to you all soon. The thing that is so surreal about being at this particular campsite is, I'm on public land. This is Bureau of Land Management land. And it was seemingly part of a forest fire just last year or the year before. A lot of the land here has been managed. A lot of the dead trees have been taken away. And some others, like this guy here, have been cut down. Well, he actually may have fallen over, looks like. So while this little area is slowly recovering from a fire, nearby, thousands of acres are burning. Hey, I thought I would give you an instant update. The trip from Redding, California to Reno is normally 2.5 hours. But because of the Dixie fire, the enormous fire, highways were closed and I had to plot a route that went around. It was about 3.5 hours. Well, I got about an hour and a half into that and I was flagged down by a police officer who said, no, you gotta turn back. We're closing this highway. So I turned back, plotted a new route that goes another 2 hours out of my way up north around and back down to get to Susanville, which is where the fire is headed towards, but it hasn't, is a decent ways off. And then from there, it's a quick jump over to Reno on a major highway. But as I've been driving, I've been getting these evacuation notices on my phone. We're evacuating this entire county. It's not the county I'm in, it's the county that I just left. But it really is, just the fucking end times out here. Let's see if the camera can capture some of what's happening. Not really. I don't think the camera is getting sort of the fucking crazy end times orange glow. But maybe what it'll get, yeah, you can see up above here, that is smoke. That is more smoke. And the fire is over there. I don't know if that light is actually coming from the fire or if that is the sunset peeking through. I don't know. But let's not hang around to find out. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay. So here's what happened next. I got to Route 395, which goes from Susanville right down to Reno. As I said in my last video, I got there just in time for them to close it off and say that it was no go, police barricades. And then there was an alert on my phone that said that region was being evacuated and you should go to the community college in Susanville for shelter. I pulled over, took a look at the maps, decided to drive away from the fire instead, because Susanville is actually towards the main body of the fire. And so I came to a campsite here. On my way, I thought I might be tricksy. I thought maybe I'd go around the dangerous bit and re-intercept 395. And I'll show you here what I saw when I came around a corner. The whole hillside ablaze. And I'm a little annoyed because, I checked the maps this morning and there were no fires anywhere near these highways. But suddenly they were being closed off. And of course they have to be cautious and they want to close off the road and evacuate people long before the fire gets there. I understand that. That makes sense. But everything was open earlier in the day. And, well, if I show you the map here, you can see there's a little satellite fire that burst out right along 395, miles away from the main fire. So the Dixie fire is now playing 1, 2, skip a few 100, and fucking up my trip to Reno. I'm safe. I'm away from, you can see where I am actually, and it's the blue dot on that map. I'm far away from the fire, but I can feel the ash landing on the van. So I think what I'm going to do, it's 9:30 at night. I found a route that goes out into the middle of the Nevada desert. I got plenty of gas. I got plenty of water. And the Nevada desert is away from the fire. I don't love the sound of the ash, and it's unlikely that the fire will get to me. But if it's playing this skipping stone game, I don't love camping in this area. So I think I'm going to take off and drive into the night, and try to get to Reno before midnight. It's a 2-hour trip all the way around. I'm tired. I'm caffeinated, which is good, but I'm tired, and I'm out a few $100s. Each night in the condo that I rented is $100 plus fees, and then a tank of gas. So the van has a 20-gallon tank. And gasoline in California right now is between $4.50 and $5 a gallon. So it's somewhere between $80 and $100 to fill the tank, and I've filled it twice today. I am just kicking myself because this morning when I woke up, I was 2 hours from Reno to the east. Right now, I'm still 2 hours from Reno to the north because I had to just keep going up and up and up. So if all the roads were open, I'd still be 2 hours away. This route through the desert is also, it's 2.5 hours. So I'm basically doing a whole circle all the way around. So I'm out several $100s. It will not be the first time I've wasted hundreds of dollars of money. And it won't be the last time I wasted hundreds of dollars of money. It is my first time seeing a forest fire in person. I was a little too annoyed to be awed by the experience. It's fine. It's part of this journey. It's part of 2021. It's part of being lost in Biden's America. Oh, if you're seeing this video, that means I made it safely, right? If you're not seeing this video, that means something terrible has happened. So, don't worry. I made it. I made it to Reno. I made it to the condo. It's almost 1 a.m. So I took the roundabout route that I mentioned through the Nevada desert. What Google Maps doesn't tell you, which I think is a bit of an oversight, is that the road for about 40 miles was a dirt road. It was unpaved, and not just unpaved, but it was rough. It was rough, and it was the kind of rough that's rippled, which makes your vehicle vibrate as you drive over it. And if you hit the wrong set of ripples on either side of the vehicle, the whole van does that. It sucked. It was the worst. It went on for about an hour. The one consolation that I had was that I was not the only person going through it. This road must have seen more traffic in one night than it has seen in a year. Honestly, there were a lot of people. I noticed a lot of out-of-state license plates. So as other tourists like me trying to get around all of the highway closures. So there's just a caravan of cars all going through the same experience, driving down this dirt road in the middle of nowhere through a reservation. It was a thing, but eventually it kept getting worse and worse too. That was the other funny part, is that it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then just when I thought, it's like, I can't do this anymore. And there were people pulled over. There were people taking breaks by the side of the road because they could not fucking, maybe they were broken down, but they could not fucking stand the dirt road anymore. Just when I thought I was going to have to pull over, ka-thunk, and I was up on a paved highway. And suddenly we were all going 55 miles an hour. Anyway, the good news is that I made it. So you can see, it's a brand new newly renovated condo. I'm quite happy. I'm going to be here for 5 days. Doesn't really smell like smoke. I know the smoke is getting to Reno. Maybe I just can't smell it anymore because of the past 48 hours. We'll find out. I want to thank you for coming on this journey. Hopefully this is the last video. I made it where I was going. Everything will calm down, and I'll just put this out on YouTube, and this will be it. And you won't see any more out of me regarding forest fires. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.